Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. First and 10 out near midfield. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 in the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Wait, 89.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tighten down. There you go.
To throw is Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Alpha!
56.
Hey, Echo!
56.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here's Gordon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey. 4 down.
Buffalo one.
3rd and goal for Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Rivers going to try and sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
We got this.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsay. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flacco looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
6. Broncos nothing.
Dad, lucky. 3 wide, 3 wide.
Single.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Flacco from the gun. He'll find Lindsay here. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big...
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Hey, dude.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
1st and 10 here for Flacco. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Three wide. Hey, foxtrot.
To pass, Flacco being chased out left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Behind set, ready! Monday, that's left. Five.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. It's caught by Sanders. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Passing play, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Ricky.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Hey, Rocket.
Mike 34.
Throwing, Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Stay there. Flash 15.
Know your job.
Keep it skinny. White, 89.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 38, Flacco. And that's complete to Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Riddick. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. That is caught inside the 5. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they want to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd and goal, Flacco, he gets it here to Peak. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch. Switch.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Theo Riddick taking it in, and the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Zero.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Lindsey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Philip Lindsey, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Roger, 5-0. Yeah, halfway.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And avoids the contact by sliding. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Sharon Peak There to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Play fake, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. 53 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lindsey, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Another run by Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Round 80. 47 is the mic. I got wide.
Rivers on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Scoot.
Hey, Delta!
34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Man, that's trash.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch the ship.
White, 80 hot!
Bang.
Alpha!
Watch twins. Kill.
Now Rivers. Now a desperation throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.